everybody, and welcome to Outdoor Adventures. I'm not even going to say the number at this point because we've done so many of these, but we've done a lot. We're at like 17 or 18, so I said the number. But anyway, Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy New Year. This is a place where you can talk about anything backpacking, camping, hiking, fishing, whatever you guys want to talk about. I really don't mind talking about anything at this point, like whatever you guys want to ask. So I hope everyone had a very safe and happy New Year. I did it pretty quiet this year. Just stayed home with the girlfriend here and the kids, and that's pretty much it. Had a real quiet New Year, which is kind of what I wanted. So love to hear all your stories. If you have any crazy stories from Christmas or the New Year, let me know. Anyway, if this is one of your first events and you'd like to be notified next time I go live, there's a little notification bell right by the subscribe button if you click that. And I should really update that. That's from 16,000 subscribers. So yeah, we're way ahead of that now. But if you click that bell, you'll be notified anytime I do any future videos or go live or community tab posts, and pretty much anything like that. So first of all, I want to welcome all the new subscribers. I don't know if the current subscribers are aware of this, but the channel is blowing up, and I pretty much contribute that to the upcoming AT Thru-hike starting on February 23rd. 53 more days. I cannot wait. But yeah, I literally doubled in daily average subscribers, so that's awesome. Have a whole new crew here now. Really cool stuff. Really can't wait to step foot on the trail. Anyway, like I said, this is a place where you can kind of talk about anything backpacking, hiking, camping, anything you want to ask me. And I'd love to hear stories from you guys as well. So anyway, with that, let's get into the question. I've been great, but can't complain. Just taking it easy, kind of keeping myself in a bubble so I don't get hurt again. And, just having at it. This is a really fun time for me. Really close to this thru-hike. It's just all I can think about right now. So, the holidays, AT2, the holidays getting close to leaving the trails were okay. I felt like this year meant a little more to me just because I'm not going to see my family or friends for 5 or 6 months while I'm out there. But it was the same old, but I did feel like it meant a little more. Sitting down to dinner with my family kind of meant more to me. So it was good. It was really good. I appreciate that. All things outdoors. What's up? Just got done at the Winter Classic. Oh, cool. Yeah, Boston. What is it? 4-2, I think, right? I think I caught the end of that game. But anyway, hey Frozen, hello. Hey CG, what's going on, man? Hope you had a wonderful Christmas. I'm glad to see that you're safe for this New Year's. Happy New Year. Oh, wow, hold on a second. Lots of Happy New Years. Happy New Year to everybody. Hi Chisholm 2001. Okay, Kindle Adventures, here we go. Do you plan on editing an AT movie after your vlogs are done on the AT? Just wondering, thanks. So I'm assuming you mean like Homemade Wanderlust. Dixie did this, and I thought it turned out really, really well. We're going to have to see. The problem with that is, if you notice from her first thru-hike on the AT, when she made the video, it was in 720p. We're talking about resolution here. I was a little worried about that. If I do make a movie, I'm going to have to make it in 1080p because, that's kind of the standard these days. I know 4K is up and coming. I'm just not ready to do that kind of data. But the problem is I would have to either upload stuff to Google Drive and then have somebody here downloading all these files onto one of my hard drives on my computer, or I'd have to bring a kind of like a little external hard drive with me. That being said, I'm not sure I want to do that while editing and while do everything like that, but maybe I could make a montage or something after when I get back. I'll think about it. I've been kind of kicking that idea around because I really like what Dixie did. I just kind of want to steal the idea. No offense to her, it was a great idea. So we'll see what happens is my answer on that one. One More Mile asks, could you talk more about the going into town thing? Is it adding mileage or just not wanting to see people? So the going into town thing I'm really worried about that, and I think I've expressed this on a lot of my videos. The going into town thing worries me because you either have to hitchhike or you have to plan ahead with a shuttle. Okay, so once I'm in town and once all that's taken care of, then I got to find my way around it. You know, am I going to remember to get the right food? Am I going to remember to get all my gear packed up correctly? You know, am I forgetting anything? It's that kind of stuff that I'm worried about. Also the hitchhiking too. So, you know, I'm sure I do it a couple times. I'll be like, man, I can't believe I even worried about this crap to begin with. So I'm trying to push it back. I don't know why. I'm so introverted. I'm afraid to like call somebody and like, hey, can you pick me up, please? I don't know. I really don't know what my deal is with it, but I know in a couple times in and out, it'll be fine. Shelly C. Just got back from Oil Creek. That's awesome. Awesome. You had good weather too. It was like, what, 50, 60 degrees here the past couple days. Renee. I can't wait to follow your AT adventure. You're my top 2019 hikers. Oh, thanks. Appreciate that. Kyle, a.k.a. Budsy. Hey, Frozen, have you trained with elevation, and how many miles do you think you will average a day for the first week? Maybe I'll see you on the trail. You know, I haven't really trained with elevation. I can go up hills pretty well. I think it's all a matter of just building up your leg muscles, your back muscles, and getting your cardio in, which I have been doing. Speaking of which, the training and injury video comes out tomorrow at, I think I have it set for 4 p.m. or 3 p.m., somewhere around there. It's not the late videos that we're used to on the channel, but earlier video. But that comes out tomorrow. I'll be talking really in depth about what I'm doing to train for the trail. I'm not just sitting by with my feet up. I'm really training hard. So I haven't trained with elevation, but like I said, with my workouts, I feel like I'm pretty confident. And I hope to see you on the trail as well, Budsy. Love that intro. Thank you. Thank you. Favorite beer, Ebersol asks. Well, I talked about this already, actually. My favorite beer is Delirium. They have several different flavors, and I'm a big fan of them all. I think the best one, the favorite one that I like alternates between, man, I can't think of the name. It's a red one. It's the red bottle. I literally can't think of the name, but it's the Delirium red bottle. If you have a chance, it's really, really good. And it's like, what, 9-10%, something like that. So you have 3 of those, you'll be feeling pretty good. Let's see. Happy New Year's, Jason. Hey, Restless. What's going on, Adam? Let's see. Brickhouse and Riley live from Pittsburgh. Howdy, folks. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. 53 days. Love your videos. Okay. Made it to the live stream. Welcome, Dixon Outdoors. Nice to see you. Non-related AT question. How many hours of video do you shoot to make an episode? Wow, that's a good question. So to make one of the trip videos, for instance, like if I'm going on a 3-day trip, I try to make it about 20 minutes a day. I usually have about double the footage that I come back with, meaning, or not come back with I usually have double the footage that I come back with before I edit. So about half of that footage gets erased or eradicated before the edit. So hope that helps. And it depends. It depends on trip length. You know, a 6 or 7 day trip to a place I've never been, I don't really know what to film. So maybe filming something stupid and then something awesome comes up after that. So a lot of that stuff gets removed. RD Polly, hammock or tent on the AT? I will be bringing a hammock. I'm literally looking forward to it too, but I will be carrying a pad on some sections where you're required to go to the ground, like the Great Smoky Mountains. And I'll have, next couple weeks, I'll have the gear videos going too. So every little thing, every little piece of gear that I'm bringing will be in a video. And we're going to kind of split them up by category. How's the Light AF pack treating you? It is treating me very, very well. And I think I've made my decision. Well, I know I've made my decision, but I want to kind of keep it a mystery right now for those of you that don't have Instagram. But yeah, the pack's going real well. I'm really pleased with it. Happy New Year's. Have you hiked any of the AT in the past? I've hiked a section of it in the Smokies, and I've hiked a little longer of a section of the AT in Virginia along the Tinker Cliffs, McAfee Knob, Dragon's Tooth area. And I loved it. I loved both sections. They were amazing. Riley, the Border Collie, started changing his socks in the middle of his hike just because of me. That is awesome. Keep your feet happy, and you'll have a happy hike. K-Matt, am I planning to use hostels when available? Yeah, I'm planning to use hostels, hotels, all that normal stuff. I'm trying not to be in town too much. I'd like to just get in, you know, do a resupply and get out, do a little bit of mileage. I don't know. I don't want to spend an ungodly amount. I know some hostels are pretty cheap, but you know, you get into the hotel and you know, it's expensive. It'll add up. So I'm trying not to do too many, you know, hostel stays if I don't have to. Hey Kevin, what's going on, man? Parents were in the Smokies 2 days ago, and they said there was a ton of snow and crazy winds. You'll be there soon enough. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I check the weather there in the Smokies literally every day using the AT Weather app, so I'm keeping a good eye on it. So, thoughts on catabatic quilts? They are amazing. I don't have any experience with them, just exactly what you said, what I've read on Reddit about them. They use very high quality materials, and I really haven't heard of any bad reviews, disappointments, anything like that at all. So yeah, I mean, if I could get a catabatic, I probably would have looked at them. I didn't know about them until recently, to be honest with you. AI, I'm not going to try to pronounce your name because I don't want to butcher it, but hello and Happy New Year. Hokulele. What camera will I be shooting my video on the AT? It'll be this one right here. This is the Google Pixel 3. I have a couple of, you know, test vlogs with this on it, and it's just been absolutely amazing. The quality is really good. I think it's better than the, you know, the point and shoot camera or the Handycam from Sony that I have. I think it's a lot better. The only what? The only thing that I really don't like about it is the audio needs a little compression added to it. Google said they had tweaked. They've had added performance to the microphone to limit some of the lows and highs to make it sound better, but they made it sound like absolute garbage, so we had to add a compressor to the audio to make it sound decent. So I'm hoping that gets changed ASAP. I haven't heard anything about it, but other than that, it shoots great video. Who else did heroin for New Year's? Nope, not me, and me neither. Let's see, Carson Lance, would you recommend going on your first backpacking trip alone or go with someone? First backpacking trip, I recommend going with someone that knows what they're doing because you will like it a lot more. I think a lot of people get out there and they don't realize how hard it can be, especially in adverse conditions like rain or snow or things like that, and just how many camp chores are involved in setting up camp. But you know, if you feel confident enough that, you know, if you've camped out enough, then I feel like you'll be okay. Just have a good map and, you know, don't take unnecessary risks. Let's see, John Barnes, lost you. Where are you starting? Approach trail, Arch, or Springer? I will be starting on the approach trail. So I'll be doing the 8.8 up to Springer and staying shortly on the AT, about 4 or 5 miles in the first night. Live minutes from the trail and like to begin hike with you and see you off. I have a lot of people seeing me off right now. I'm not sure I even have room for anybody to stay at the first campsite. So I appreciate it, John. I really do. Thank you. People are very used to hitchhikers around the AT, and that's what I keep hearing, and that's why I'm trying not to just, you know, worry about crap like that. Samuel, I will be relying more on town resupplies. There will be a couple mail drops, like right before I start the Smokies, maybe right after I end the Smokies, and then a couple spots. One spot in PA and one spot in the Whites that I will be probably mail dropping just because the prices are ridiculous. So, did you nail down the stove you'll be taking for the AT? Yeah, and like I said, I'll be pushing out gear videos in the next couple weeks. So you'll know exactly what I'm bringing. But yes, I decided on the BRS titanium stove. It's been working out good. I may end up, after the winter, after the cold weather hits, I may end up going with the Fancy Feast stove, the alcohol stove. We'll see. Yeah, I know, Samuel. She does have an editor. I get it. And he's really good at it, too. He's amazing. Looking forward to your thru-hike. Good luck. Thank you. Yeah, Tremond's. Tremond's is one of my favorites. There's another red one that I can't remember what the heck it's called. Maybe it's called Delirium Red, to be honest with you. But Anyway, this is my background for doing AP Stats homework I pushed off. Let's see. Thanks for content. You're welcome. You're welcome. You are welcome. Have you decided on a backup tent? Nope. If my hammock fails while I'm on the trail, I have not only a backup hammock, I'll be using the Warbonnet Blackbird as a backup, and I have an extra tarp that I'll be using too if I need to replace the Cuban. So not worried about that, but not a tent. Definitely not a tent. Bob Saget wants to sleep in my hammock with me. That's okay, bro. I'm good. There's not enough room anyway. Any plans to do a video comparing the Light AF and the Nero side by side? You know what? I don't think so. And the reason why I'm saying that is because they're two completely different packs. You know, the Nero is meant for almost fast packing, and the Light AF pack, you can really load up that pack with some gear. It has some really heavy duty shoulder straps. It can come with a very heavy duty waist belt. But, you know, the Nero is kind of dumbed down to the point where you need under 10 pounds base weight, okay? I wouldn't feel uncomfortable putting a more, you know, a 14, 15 pound base weight in the Light AF pack, not at all. So that should probably just give you enough information right there. If you're really looking to fast pack, go with the Nero. But, you know, the Light AF pack is lighter than the Nero with the additions that I added. So something to consider. Hopefully that answered your question, though. Since when did the Smokies make you stay on the ground? Tim and Karate Josh have used hammocks there a few times. So, yeah, in the park, you're allowed to reserve the campsites and then stay wherever you want, you know, on the ground, in a tent, hammock, anywhere you want. Along the Appalachian Trail, however, there's several shelters, you know, just Adirondack-style shelters built up on the trail. And if the shelters are not full, you are required to stay in the shelters. If they are full, then you can camp in the surrounding areas with your thru-hiker permit. But yeah, if they're not full and you get caught, you get a fine. So kind of sucks, but it is what it is. There's not much anybody can do with it. So, but that's just along the Appalachian Trail. So if you're planning a trip to the Smokies, as long as you're not along the Appalachian Trail, you're fine. You can kind of camp wherever you want. In the shelter area, sorry. Let's see. Non-AT question. I know you hiked Cranberry Lake in upstate New York. Have you done the Northville Lake Placid Trail? I have not, but I've been asked to do that by a couple people. So maybe we'll do it in the next couple years. It sounds like a cool little place to do. A cool little hike. So, Adam Z Adventures. Pertaining to your videos, do you keep all of your unused footage or delete it? I'm like you with having double the footage and filling hard drives fast. So I keep everything on a 1 terabyte hard drive. My computer's bigger than that, but just the video drive is 1 terabyte. Excuse me. And around every year, that drive usually gets filled up. It filled up a little faster this year because this was, I believe, the first year I decided to film a video, you know, once a week. And as long as I have content to do, I will continue to do that. But I usually purge the drive once a year just to make room for the next year. So I just recently got done purging it, and all those files are gone. So, Robert Matern, ever heard of the Batona Trail in New Jersey? It's a 53-mile trail in the Pine Barrens. Watch your videos all the time and can't wait to see your Appalachian Trail thru-hike. Well, thank you, Robert. And no, I have not heard of that trail. But you know what? I have a running list of trails that people want me to do, and I will add that to the list. Let's see. This is a good question. Mark Bayless. How do you know where to send packages and when, and how do you do it? So this would require a friend or a family member, and you know, every town that you come to has a post office, or usually has a post office. So you just say, you send it to the, you know, the post office, wherever town you're in, hold for AT thru-hiker, estimated arrival date, and then you put the date that you think you'll be there. They'll hold it for like 30 days, I think, maybe 60 days. And if you're not there by the time the estimated arrival date is, then they kind of just would do whatever with the package. So that's how you know. And you'd obviously have a friend or family member send you your resupply box or package or whatever. So I plan to do that a decent bit along the trail. And sorry, I'm just removing morons from the chat. Let's ban this guy. All right. Anyway, where was I? So that's what I plan on doing. I'm going to be using the post office primarily. And you can also send it to hostels too. You just put the name of the hostel and then everything that I just said. Have you added supplements as part of your training program? I've been taking fish oil. Feels like it's working. And I've been taking some sports performance multivitamins, which have, what do they have? They have some extra vitamin for joints. So I've been doing that. But other than that, that's about it. Let's see. I'm from Pittsburgh now in Virginia. I can hook you up with a resupply in Shenandoah. I met up with IB Tat this year in Shenandoah. That's awesome. He was one of my favorite vloggers, especially this year. He's probably one of my all-time favorite vloggers, to be honest, because he kept that whole hike real. I mean, he was breaking down crying. He wasn't holding anything back. I mean, other people were filming their through hikes and they said, I broke down back there and cried for a couple minutes. But he showed it. That guy has some balls. That's awesome. So I appreciate it, Joe. What camera are you videoing with predominantly? Predominantly, it's the Sony CX405, but I'm going to be using the phone on the trail. I don't like the GoPros. I have a GoPro Hero 5 Black, and pretty much now I only use it for shooting the night sky. So, kind of a waste of money. I don't really recommend GoPros to anyone just because they don't hold up. Mine didn't hold up at all. Mine has problems staying on. If I bump it the wrong way, it turns off. The battery flies out. It's pretty crappy for the price that you pay for those things. So, don't recommend GoPros. I've started using my DSLR and the camera shake is horrible. Yeah, you got to get one with stability. So it just depends. You got to do your research on it. You can always use a gimbal too. Check into gimbals. Let's see. Twiz. I'm headed to the Shenandoah National Park April 12th to 15th, doing a 4-day section there. In that time, are you estimating that you'll be in Virginia? I really can't say where I'm going to be at any given time. Possibly. We'll go with that. Hi from Connecticut. Hey, Wink. Have hiked the Superior Hiking Trail for 30 years. Just want to say for the SHT videos. I hope you enjoyed the trail. That trail was amazing. That's one of my favorite hikes I've ever done. I would do it again in a heartbeat. Hey, Rick from Virginia. What's going on? Hope to see you when you cross Virginia. I promise I won't give you any lucky shark's teeth. Yeah, man, those might be too heavy to carry along with me. Kindle Adventures. Got any hot food spots in any towns you plan on hitting along the way that you've heard of? No, I'm not really a big foodie. I don't know. I eat whatever sounds good and then I get the hell out of there. I don't know. Devil's Brewery comes to mind. Devil's Backbone. Devil's Brewery. Something like that. I gotta watch some videos, some end videos telling me where to eat. We'll see. The wife, grandson, and I did a hike in Cook Forest today. You're an inspiration to us. I'm 65. Good luck on the AT. Well, good luck to you. And, that's awesome that you're still getting out. Thanks. Appreciated. Let's see. Budsy again. Thoughts on bringing a traveling fishing pole? No, absolutely not. Licenses could get expensive. Pick your state. Fishing will be in towns only mostly. Yeah, not a big trail fishing guy. I mean, I have a backpacking ultralight fishing rod, but I think I brought it on one or two almost car camping trips. Didn't really enjoy it. I don't know. That probably because I didn't catch anything, but eh. Hey Dwayne, what's up, man? Hope those legs are ready for the AT. Have you ever washed or cleaned your hammock? If so, how did you clean it? Basically, you put it in a big bucket or, one of clear storage bins from Target or Walmart or whatever. You put a little bit of Nick Wax synthetic wash. Not the down wash. Make sure you don't use a down wash because it won't do anything, I don't think. You just kind of hand wash it, old school hand wash it. That's what I do. Or just throw it in the bathtub or whatever you want to do. But you need to get enough of that synthetic wash to actually be able to clean it. And then sometimes I actually soak the hammock body in permethrin as well. Let's see. Bobby Wheeler, a.k.a. 18. Will you be taking traction cleats and or crampons for snow and ice? No, I will not. I do have a set of micro spikes. They are really good ones. They are the, what are the, Catula, I think they are. I got them a couple years ago. Haven't really used them at all. I think maybe on one trip I used them. So if I notice that there's a lot of snow in a certain section I'm on, probably the Smokies, I will have a friend or family member send me the micro spikes, but I'm not going to take crampons. Those are definitely overkill for the AT. Hopefully. We'll just preface that with hopefully. The Patona Trail is flat and sandy with reservoirs. Is really neat trail. Neat trail to check out. If you ever had a chance, you can research it. I will do. Good luck, JC Mole 84. Good luck on the AT. When is the anticipated trip happening again? The start date for the AT is February 23rd. I wish I would have checked out the Light AF pack during the meetup in October. I don't know why he didn't, man. He had 4 packs there. It was really fun. Yes, I will be using the Gut Hook app and the AWOL guide. Wink. Have you ever done trail work? Are you part of a trail club? Do you donate to local trail clubs? I don't donate, but I really love participating in trail work days on my local trail. So my dad has a property management company, and I volunteer to walk one of his neighborhood trails. We just installed some traction over a bridge that was getting really, really slippery, but I'd like to volunteer at a more specific, like a state park, something bigger than, just some neighborhood trail that doesn't really get a lot of use. But it does feel good to, kind of help the residents there, get started in the woods and go on short day hikes. So, let's see, what is the biggest challenge of starting in February? It's going to be the weather. We're going to have Gary, who hiked the trail last year. He's one of my friends in real life. Gary on the AT. He said he got down to the single digits up in the Smokies. So, weather is a big concern for me. It's going to be a big challenge. But you got to remember, I'm looking at this trip like it's a once-in-a-lifetime thing. I'm not going to want to get off unless I'm seriously injured, and I feel like it's going to be detrimental to my body. A little cold weather is not going to scare me off. I'll be perfectly fine with the gear that I'm bringing, which you'll find out in a couple weeks. G-Man, I'll be section hiking PA this coming season. Was wondering, with the research you did so far, your thoughts on the Lea Gap areas. I hear water is an issue due to toxins in the area. I've heard that too. I can't recall specifically from any one person I've watched, because I've watched so many people, what the actual issue is. But I'm sure just, staying away, if there's farm areas there, I can't remember about that. But, obviously using your filter, maybe even chemical treatment at that point. Sawyer has a great filter called the S3, which is like, you can filter like nuclear contaminated water out of that thing. I think it's the S3. It's either the S3 or the S1, whatever the bigger one is. I'm pretty sure it's the S3. So you might want to look into that just for that section. And on top of that, you'll get a new filter. You'll get the Sawyer Micro Squeeze, which I hear is going pretty good. And I might try it on the AT. We'll see. Just want to rep trail volunteers. All right. Let's see. Let's see. John again. Would be a day hike for us. Not expecting to camp with you. We hike Approach Trail to Black Gap regularly for a short walk back to Amicalola Park. I got you. See, the problem is I'm gonna be with the girlfriend, so I kind of want to see her and kind of have like the final alone time. You know what I mean? So I appreciate the offer, John. Though I really do. Let's see. The MPT is pretty awesome. I live about 2 hours away. All right. Good luck on the AT. Let's see. Northville Lake Placid Falls. We live 20 minutes from the southern terminus. Hit us up. Best of luck on the AT. Awesome. Thanks, Madonna. Let's see. Megan Tremaine. Hey, Frozen. I've been watching your videos for a couple years, and I'm excited to keep up with your AT hike. I'm hoping to do a 2020 Thru-hike myself. Okay, cool. Are you doing anything to mentally prepare yourself? Yeah, I'll go into all this during tomorrow's video. It drops like 4 o'clock tomorrow, so check that out. I don't want to get too much into it here, but yeah, the mental prep is here. Don Martin, do you prefer shorts with a liner and no underwear, or shorts, no liner, and underwear? Or I suppose option 3 would be liner plus underwear. Or shorts, and no underwear. Oh, you said that. Shorts, no liner, and under. Okay. So I get chafed a lot. It's like, I'll be honest, it's just the way my butt is shaped, okay? I get chafed all over the place in that area, but I found a pair of Patagonia shorts called the Strider shorts that have been working out great. And the only reason I think that they're working is they have the liner in them, but it's not like a mesh liner like tighty whitey shorts, if you guys remember wearing those back in high school, or maybe some of you do. But they're like almost like a diaper is the only way I could describe it. Like huge. They like cover my butt entirely, and it doesn't chafe me, which is fantastic. If I don't use those, I just like to rock just shorts, no underwear, no liner, no nothing, and just keep up with keeping myself dry with baby powder or what is it, Body Glide, and like any anti-chafe cream will work. So that's what I prefer. Keep in mind though, I hike typically high mileage days, and you know, chafing is a real big issue for me. So Michael, roughly how many nights will you have to stay in shelters while in Smokies? Any chance of getting to a hostel or somewhere else to stealth camp, or that being practical? I don't want to stealth camp because that would definitely be breaking the rules. There are ridge runners up there. I haven't heard of any ridge runners fining people, but I don't want to be the first person in record to get that. As far as staying in hostels, probably not going to do that in the Smokies. And I'm only expecting to be there for 3 nights. So 4 days, 3 nights. I'm going to scoop my butt out of there as fast as I possibly can. So let's see. Shelly C. For resupply at post office, I found it helpful to include a treat for the post office workers. Stroop waffles are very well received. Pay it forward for future hikers. I gotcha. That's cool. Yeah, that would be a good idea. Just give them some cookies or something. Gotcha. Thanks for all the videos over the past few years, says TD19. I started with a 10-pound surplus pack. Wow. Base weight was probably over 30 pounds. Upgrading as I can. Should be under 10 pounds base this spring. That's awesome to hear, TD. Congrats. That's awesome. Let's see. Dennis Pantone. Good luck on the AT. Can't wait for your videos to start. Man, I can't wait either. It's going to be great. Hey, Clara. What's going on? Hi, Jason. I hope you have good health, great weather, and one of the best times in your life while you hike the AT. Good luck with this physical, mental, and spiritual challenge. Oh, have fun and be safe. Thanks, Clara. Appreciate that. Let's see. Paul Casey. Good luck in the AT. Do you match top quilt and underquilt ranges like 30 top, 30 bottom, or is there another madness to it? Nah. I tend to feel like I get colder underneath of me faster than I do on top of me, so sometimes I'll go 10 degrees below my top quilt. But for instance, I have a set of zeros, I have a set of 20s, I have a 30 and a 40 set, so 30 under, 40 top, and then I have a 40-50 set, which is the Costco quilt and the Phoenix 3/4 length under quilt. So, you know, there's really no method to madness. If you've laid an underquilt, you know what you need. But if you're a first-time underquilt buyer, I would just get the same temperature. 30 or 40 degrees is a great 3-season temperature, depending on where you live. If you're from the States and you're from my location, then yeah, I definitely recommend a 30 and a 40. Chris Hughes doing the Superior Hiking Trail this year. That's awesome. Are you doing the whole thing or just a section? Let's see, Adam Z Adventures. My wife and I hiked a little section of the AT in Port Clinton, PA today. It was great. Looking forward to seeing you film the sections I have done in PA, New York, and New Jersey to see your perspective of them. I can't wait to. It's going to be really cool. We're still good on time. Good. All right. Shelly C. Atsko Wash, cheaper than Nick Wax, and has been around forever. All right. I will make a note of that because Nick Wax is definitely expensive. Kevin Simone's asked, if I wash my quilts, I need to wash mine. Yes, I washed my top quilt and underquilt, the Enlightened Equipment ones. And the biggest tip I could tell you is don't take it out of the stuff sack before you submerge it in water. Leave it in the stuff sack, like your thing that you would pack everything in if you were going camping. I know some people like to shove their quilts down in their bag, but the stuff sack that it came with, or any kind of stuff sack, will work. Submerge the stuff sack with the quilt in water, and then slowly pull the quilt out of that stuff sack. And the reason being is down floats incredibly well. You would not believe how hard it is to get all the air out of down. And if it's compressed, it's a lot easier to absorb moisture. From there, you kind of just wash it very gently. And you want to, if you're doing it in a bathtub, take all the water out of the bathtub. If you're doing it in a bin, dump all the water out very, very carefully, because that usually the material of your quilt is so delicate that it will just rip. And you'll see what I'm talking about once your quilt gets wet and super heavy. After that, tennis balls in a dryer on little to no heat. Really stress that a lot. And be prepared to literally spend all day kneading the quilt and, you know, pulling the clumps out and spreading them out. So good luck. It's a pain in the butt. Personally, if I had all the money in the world, I would just throw the quilt out after it got dirty and then just got a new quilt. But yeah, it is a huge pain in the butt. Johnny on the trail, reach out to me later about some trail magic for when you're, or while you're in the Smokies. Cool. I could also give you a ride in Gatlinburg if you need a zero or resupply. Man, Johnny, I appreciate that. If you're following me, email frozenhikes@gmail.com. That will give you the email address that I'll be checking while I'm on the trail. And I kind of go over this in my AT videos. But man, Johnny, thanks. I appreciate that. It's going to help a lot. See you, Josh. Hit up the buffets. What's your favorite meal on the trail? I like a good ramen bomb or just a North Sides. What I really like for dessert is the strawberry cheesecake from Packet Gourmet. That's a favorite on there. But you know, like I said, I'm not a foodie. I'm not big on food, so you know, just whatever I need for energy, that's fine for me. Now, I'm not saying I don't get cravings. I definitely, if I could have a dehydrated cheeseburger, definitely would. I will still use the stick pick. I'm gonna bring it along with me. Probably not gonna use it all that often, but for shots, for taking pictures, I definitely want to bring it. Yeah, definitely ramen bomb. Hokulele, thanks for doing this. What video editing program are you going to be using to edit videos on the trail, and where do you get your music? Good luck on the hike. You know, a lot of great music can be had from the Creator Studio in YouTube. You can get it free, and you know, some of it's pretty decent. It requires no shout outs, no attribution, no licenses. It's just completely free. I am going to go on a site which offers premium music, and it's free as long as you're not free, but you won't get nailed for a copyright infringement as long as you're a subscriber of their product, I guess you want to call it, their service, I should say. That site is going to be, I think it's called Epidemic Sounds. It's the one Ivy Tat was recommending. I think Darwin also recommended that as well for his music. So that's what I'll be doing, and then I'll just cancel when I get back. And as long as I had the subscription when the video was posted, that video will not get hit for copyright claims. As far as editing, at home I will be using, or I do use, Adobe Premiere, but on the trail I'll be using an editor called KindMaster, and it's been going pretty good so far. Lots of stuff that I can do. Some things you can't that you'd think that you'd be able to, some little things like fading to black, but there's workarounds for that kind of stuff. Shelly C, bring one of those physical therapy giant rubber bands to stretch and strengthen. I use mine to tie up my sleeping pad. No weight loss. Hey, that's a good idea. I am going to be bringing a spiky massage ball is what they're called, but I'm going to be, you can roll out your IT band with that, and I can roll out my, if I get any kind of plantar fasciitis. So I'll definitely be bringing that. We'll see about the rubber band though. I hadn't thought of that as far as stretching. Interesting. Thanks, Shelly. I'll take a look at that. I have a couple of those laying around, and they don't, yeah, like you said, they literally weigh nothing. Let's see. G-Man, awesome info so far. Thanks so much. Last question. Do you recommend any trails in Eastern PA as good prep trails for the AT? Really haven't hiked Eastern PA. I'm more of a Western PA guy. I go to Central PA sometimes. Haven't made it out Eastern. So I couldn't tell you. Check out the Black Forest Trail if you want a nice hard hike though. That place is 42 miles, and it's rough. So check that out. That's in Central PA, though. So let's see. Adam Z Adventures. The Palmerton area of the AT is contaminated from a zinc smelter that was in the area. The whole section is on top of a ridge. Water sources are 6 to 10 miles in between. Interesting. Still check out the Sawyer S3. I believe it removes literally all contaminants from the water because it has a carbon filter as well as like a sponge and the normal hollow fiber. Check that out, though. It's worth doing some research on. Alicia, you've inspired me to pull trigger on doing my first thru-hike, the VA Triple Crown this spring and possibly the Wonderland Trail, Mount Rainier in the summer. God, or be blessed on the AT. Thanks, Alicia. Appreciate it. I knew this question was going to come up. Do you consider to keep going on and do the international AT? For those that don't know, the international AT is a extension both ways of the AT. It starts in the Florida Keys, I believe, and ends in like the north or the eastern portion of Canada. It's really far. Jupiter, I believe, did it. If you guys know about Jupiter hikes, check his video out. He goes over some topics about that and great information on the international AT. Me personally, I'm not going to have enough time to even consider that. And, you know, maybe I will finish the sections that I didn't do at a later date. But, you know, let me get through one thru-hike first before I think about doing something crazy like that. So, appreciate you bringing it up, though, Robert. No problem. We'll definitely be following you on your adventures. Nice. Oh, boy. I was busy editing my last video from the Smokies. Awesome, Saline. Let's see. Phil C. Looking forward to following along on your upcoming thru-hike and your transition from a verb to the noun thru-hiker. Yeah, that'd be really cool. We'll hope so. At least I hope. Good luck. Enjoy every minute. Thanks, Phil. And that's awesome. You got it done in 2017. The dry and tennis ball work great with down. Yes. All right. Shelly C. What do you use to repair small holes in your down gear? I use this stuff called tenacious tape. It's this really just sticky tape that pretty much forms a waterproof barrier over, you know, if you have like an ember that touched your down jacket. You should see my winter jacket because most of the times in the winter I have a fire. And, you know, most times in 3 season weather I don't because I just don't really care about it at that point. But for, you know, warmth and at 5 o'clock, you know, when it gets dark, you want to do something. And the only thing you can really do is have a fire. But my winter jacket is just, it looks like someone shot it with like a 22. It has so many holes and so much repair tape on it. And I'm trying to make it last to the whole AT. So we'll see. But it's called tenacious tape. Check it out. Let's see. Robert Mattern did a bunch of AT sections, PA, New Jersey, New York, went on to Vermont the 3rd week of August, warning you, very muddy and difficult. Yeah, I heard about Vermud. I know all about it. Johnny on the trail is cool. He lives near me, so maybe we can get together and double team that trail magic. That'd be awesome. I'm wanting to meet you both, any of you. Anyway, that's cool. That's great. Chris Yu. I am just about doing the whole Superior Trail. Very similar to what you did. I am in a way following your footsteps. Depending on how the Superior Trail goes, I'll be doing the 18 a few. That's awesome. Yeah, if you're, seriously, I would, like I said in the video, I don't know if you saw it, the ending video. If you start at the border, right, and go down to Gooseberry Falls State Park, you can pretty much end there, and you're not going to miss a whole bunch of scenery. But I wouldn't stop before there if you can manage it. It's really, really cool. Hi Frozen. Hey Bob from Up Trail 71. What's up, man? How many days of food do you carry between resupplies? Anywhere from 3 to 5 days is what I hear. I'll probably end up doing 3 to 4. Evan's backpacking. I believe he made his own music. I'm pretty sure that was him that made it. I could be wrong, but I know he does offer some free music. Let's see, Epidemic Sounds is about $15 a month, and you can use all the music they want. They have some really great... Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I think I said it wrong maybe originally. Yep, Epidemic Sound is what I was talking about. Check out our new Facebook group, Backpacking YouTube channel, MacGyver, Restless Tim, Backcountry, more join. Interesting. Is that like the Ohio YouTubers group? Hey, bud, do you plan on pink blazing? No, not really. I don't. I'm there to hike the trail. I've been following ever since you walked through my backyard in the SHT. Wish you all the best, mate. Cheers. Thanks, man. Appreciate it, Zabra. Hey, Backcountry Exposure. What's going on, man? I'll be on the long trail in late September. Maybe I'll see ya. Up Trail 71. What channel is it? Oh, Brad Pitt passed away? What? No. No, did he really? That's terrible. If you need a ride to Harper's Ferry or in Harper's Ferry, let me know. Hey, Jay, check out frozenhikes@gmail.com. It's hard to kind of keep everybody in the loop, so I've been using that email address to kind of arrange trail magic, but I appreciate it, Jay, a lot. So if everyone doesn't have questions, we got done early with this. We had 149 concurrent viewers. It's pretty great. Thanks, everybody, for your support, and there will be a training video, a training and an injury video, where I kind of go over like a little status update tomorrow around 3 or 4 p.m. Eastern. After that, the gear videos will drop. So I'll be going over what backpack, what shelter, and what sleep system I'll be choosing in the next video in a couple weeks, and then I'll be going into all the other videos about, or all the other gear that I'll be bringing along the trail. So, appreciate it, everybody. We have a couple more questions in here, and then we will sign off for the night. What video editor do you use? Adobe Premiere at home, KineMaster on Android, which is on my phone. And I will not recruit someone to help videos because I believe that I can make them myself and be perfectly fine at it. Might not be the best, but at least it's something that I did, so I can be more proud of it. Yeah, Evan does make all of his own music with an app he called on SoundCloud. Yeah, you can find it on SoundCloud. Anyway, guys, hope everyone had a great New Year. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.